call it cemetery. And, well, I don't know if it's Bledsoe County or Cumberland County, but it's right on the line. So, did anybody miss me yesterday? It's what I want to know. That interesting? A lot of love went into that. Hey, Sigma, how you doing? Doing okay, brother? What time is it where you're living? See, I put two and two together while doing this cemetery. This woman here, she died, she passed away during childbirth. This here's the baby. I just found this out, like, just recently. But yeah, she passed away during childbirth, and there's the child right there. I found that out. So how you doing, Sigma? What 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 time you got where you live? Is it morning or is it nighttime? And it's good to see y'all on. I got 3 people on. How y'all doing this morning? Nighttime? It's morning time here. It's 7:09 a.m. So I'm doing this short, or not short. I'm doing this live stream. Gotta go to my cousin's house and have some breakfast. That's okay. You're okay, Stigma. You're you're fine. Have some breakfast with them. Get back to the house real quick. Pack up my belongings for the hospital. Soon as Miss Kim, my wife, Miss Sidesteppin, soon as she, hi, just, Collie, how you doing? I just call you Collie, okay? Hey, Thomas, you guys must have missed me yesterday. Did you all miss me? Prove to me you did. Hit that like button if you missed me yesterday. I only did, I think I did one live stream. I didn't do nothing, did I? I am Thomas. Like I said, sometimes God wants you to, He puts the, He has to get you going. You can't, God will help you, but you have to do it too. You just can't expect Him to do it for you. What's up, Matthew? How you doing, brother? Oh, tomorrow is surgery for me. So as soon as Miss Kim, you're welcome. Like I said, you got to go get a job and do it yourself. That's the way we've all had to do it. You're 19. I'm 52. Anybody my age, and a little younger, they'd be telling you the same thing. Tell about the weather? I'll show you. It's very foggy, and it's probably gonna rain. But the temperature is, oh, I'd say 67, 68. Or else I wouldn't be wearing the jacket, but I'm kind of cold-natured, so I don't like the cold. I can always take it off. I just don't want to be like how you, Magic Mike. Yeah, I don't want to be like Magic Mike in that movie. Now don't ask me how I know about the movie. My wife made me sit through it. I'll never do that again. No. I'm like, why am I watching this? I ain't no woman. Then I told her, oh, so you're telling me you want me to look like that? No thanks. I'd have to do a body wax, and no way. I'm like a mini Sasquatch. And I ain't doing no body wax. Been there, done that. Just a bit. I don't know. I'm no stigma. I'm no archaeologist, meteorologist. I just tell you what I feel. That's what. It's gonna rain, that's for sure. Let's see. You're obsessed with the weather, aren't you? But we've been having some, you know, stormy weather for this time of year. I like turtles. Yeah, I do too. I like to eat them. I like to eat snapping turtle. I'm a country boy. So rebel. I like that. So rebel. What is your... This is my real voice. This is my natural voice. I'll give you a little bit of the explanation behind my voice. I was born with a very high-pitched voice, higher than this. Now, if you've ever watched Harry and the Hendersons, where he sticks his head out the window and he's like trying to sound like a siren, I used to sound like that. I thought there was a snake. And so anyway, when I was 17, a throat and ear doctor told me that with some surgery that I could talk like John Wayne. Well, I lived like that. I told everybody what he said. I lied. I had to repent. So back in 2001, about 10 years forward, I had some trouble with my chest. I was having chest x-rays. Thank you. I don't know if I'm a daddy or not, Billy. So my doctor, primary doctor, sent me to Salem, North Carolina to get some tests. So while I was up there, the doctors wanted to find out why I talk the way I do. Well, come to find out, everybody, I did not know this. Everybody in your brain, you have a nerve that connects to your vocal cords. Without the nerve, you don't have no volume. There's no volume without the nerve. It's kind of like a volume switch. So I've got the nerve, but the doctors told me it's completely dead. I should be mute. I shouldn't be able to speak. So when their nurse come in there, told me all that, I said, so what the doctors are trying to tell me is I've got a God-powered voice. And she's like, yeah, I guess you could say that. That's kind of like, yeah. She said, yeah, you could say that. Good morning, Jaybird. So that tells you about my voice. Yeah, I didn't know that about the nerve and hooks up to the vocal cords, and without the nerve, you don't speak. I didn't know all that. That's a new one on me. And he sent me to Salem, North Carolina, to the Baptist Hospital, where they worked on actors when they strained their vocal cords, singers. They operated on a couple Michael Jackson one time, somebody else, and they hooked me up to a machine and told me to scream as loud as you could. I said, well, do you have insurance on this machine? Because I can get high. She said, yeah, do it. So I got high. And then she said that my recording was the highest recording that they ever done on a human being. And they said, you need to get your name in the Guinness Book of World Records of being the first one to get that high. I'm like, no, I don't want that. I just want my name written in the Lamb's Book of Life. That's more important to me. So, this here is both my great-grandpas. John is my third great-grandpa. Claiborne is my fourth great-grandpa. I don't know what John passed away of. I'm still trying to be a private eye and figure that out. And I don't know what Grandpa Claiborne passed away of. I'm still trying to find it out. And this is Abraham, my third great uncle. But he didn't live long neither. So it's just like in the family, they don't live long. They still don't. And we have Elizabeth, that's my fourth great grandma. She was a Toilet. Now she's not buried here. She's buried in a cemetery about 4 miles up the road because her dad and mom are buried right there. Her brothers and nephews are buried up here, and she didn't want to be buried with her brothers. She didn't like them. So she stuck her husband and her 2 boys here, but she's not here. One of these days I'll do a full-blown story on the whole shebang. One of these days. But we'll walk over to, it's funny because when I first got into this, who in the world has their third, fourth, and fifth great parents in one little cemetery? When does that ever happen? You're welcome, Sigma. Look at these old graves. Now those are only known to God. Now I'd say once upon a time, maybe there was a tapestry that was carved into the stone, but it's probably long gone. But we know those people, they're Hinch. We can read their mount. They're Hinch. I'm related, actually. Well, they're Morris, actually. Now there's a Hinch in here somewhere. Now, John's, you want to hear a funny story? This is a funny story, and it's all in my bloodline. Okay, John, he's married to Nancy Jane Holloway. Okay, after Nancy divorces, you'll have to go back after the live stream's over and watch it, because I just told you what was wrong with my voice. Actually, there's nothing. The doctors told me I should be mute. That's a long story short in a nutshell. But anyway, after John and her, I think either he passed and she got remarried, or they got a divorce. Either way, here's how the story goes after they got divorced. It is funny. Nancy goes over and she marries my, let me go back a minute, my second great grandma's step uncle, George Morrison. Now, my second great grandma, she's not on this bloodline. She married my grandma, my great grandma's husband's daddy. So she married into the Stillman. But she's the one that I told you, if you're pretty old to the channel, she's the one that's the daughter of Benjamin D. Asbury, a.k.a. Benjamin D. Asbury. Or, sorry, Joseph D. Reinhardt. He changed his name. He rode with Champ Ferguson and changed his name to Joseph Reinhardt to keep from getting. Yep, that's all in my bloodline, ladies and gentlemen. So you'll want to, subscribe to the channel, because there's a lot of history with my genealogy. Now this is John. That's my fifth great grandpa. He got killed. He got murdered right as the Civil War broke out. He got murdered. There was actually a big feud after he got killed that broke out. Life still ability. Well, really, brother or sister, I don't know if you're a guy or a girl. So, that's Nancy, a.k.a. Carolina. I just seen you deleted a message. I didn't know you were on. But hello, a.k.a. Carolina. Carolina in the pines. I like that song. One of these days, I'll have to remember it so I can sing it to you, Carolina. Caroline, but you told me I could call you Carolina. Hello, Carolina. Caroline, and this is my aunt. That's Elizabeth's sister. And I think her husband, now I don't know. I'm just coincidence or something, but I think he's right there. I don't know, but ain't it funny? I would think that he'd put up a tombstone like this for herself if he put up a tombstone for her, but she didn't live. She lived a good life. So maybe they ran out of money. You're a male? Stigma? So, stability. You just take one day at a time, and you just, that's the way you stabilize everything, you know? Me and I just live day by day. I used to plan things, but don't plan nothing, because tomorrow could change. And then what's going to happen to your plans? They got foiled. So don't plan nothing. Live just minute by minute. That's the way I do. Because you don't know what's going to happen. Especially with me. I'm kind of unpredictable. I don't mean to be. And I don't, I've never thought that I wanted to be unpredictable for people. I just kind of grew into that. Or it kind of grew into me. Whatever you want to say. You enjoy every moment. Thank you, Carolina. Carolina in the pine. I love that song. Just can't help it. We got 27 people. If you would do me a favor, hit that like button. Make that sucker scream as you slap it. Pretend it's a bad baby.